Depends on the situation of the change process. So you prefer not to use internal or external change agents?
Yeah, it depends on the situation.
Okay, I see. Thank you, Mr. Liu. Since Mr. Ken and Mr. Long, you directly process the change in organization, so you must have great experience about the change, internet external change agents. So I think we should ask more about external internet change to you guys. Mr. Long, according to the points given by Mr. Liu, what do you think about that? Can you share some experience about internet change agent as well?
Yes, I totally do agree with Mr. Liu. I would like to share with point my experience about internal change consultant. Basically, internal change agent possess better knowledge of the organization and is more quickly available compared to external change that require a longer start time. So it's really a set to information within the organization and the vision, as well as root cause of many organization problems. Because of having a set to variety of inside information, so internal change agent could execute direct information, so execute direct observation, and they also easily build a relationship and trust with the employees. Additionally, internal change agents have more control and authority and require lower out-of-pocket costs compared with external change agents. They can analyze a reasonable decision-making process. They acknowledge and make transparent for their perceptions that include the need for change, opportunity to change, the way to change, and concerning management in the process of organizational change. For example, a couple of years ago, when my company expanded the business to another country, my HR team was sent to that country in order to conduct interviews to hire local to fill a remaining position. Just to show in employees from different cultures working together, we identified the outcome that we wanted, how to build a harmonious working environment and minimize as much as possible unnecessary conflict between employees. And then we came with using internal change agent instead of external. Because of external change agent will not only incur additional costs for the company, but they also provide solutions that are implemented by employees themselves without culture oriented of the company. In terms of using internal change agent, our upper management have been in charge of several new employees to help them settle smoothly. This helps our management level get to know the new employees better due to the increased interaction. Yeah.
Mr. Ken, I saw you were paying really attention to Mr. Long. So what's your opinion on Mr. Long's idea?
Yeah, actually I listen carefully every word from both of them. Yeah, today I have a chance to know and to learn something new about internal change agent. And the good thing of using the internal change agent is the people involved have a direct and extensive knowledge about the working environment in the company.
Could you share with us something about external change agents like yourself?
Yeah, of course. Beyond whatever I have done for my customer, I would like to share some great point of internal change agent. Basically, an internal change agent is well known as a third party who have a broad view and spectral experience to make sure the change intervention process will not be disrupted. Which sometimes have problems with the internal change agent due to the conflict of conflict of personal interest in the company. And internal change agent have a more objective view of the organization and its problem compared to internal change agent. And they are not involved in diagnosing the system and establishing communication with the different group in the company. For example, in the past I work with the company. Such company told me like they want to have more collective culture in order to prevent the personal interest in such company. I suggest just company using the building activity such can encourage better communication between the employee and improve the relationship within the company. And moreover, internal change agent possess more technical knowledge, skill, and competence. They are able to identify new threat or opportunity, can generate new idea, and conduct innovation through the experiment. And they can bring a new knowledge and a fresh perspective into the company. Let's see the case study of using internal change agent in IBM. In 2013, IBM started to build the design thinking culture model, which is a very big process. And IBM hired more than 1,000 outside designers to help them carry out this project. The design thinking culture affected over 10,000 employees and hundreds of teams in IBM. It focused on building deep understanding and empathy of customer. After 3 years of development, the IBM design thinking culture overcame the traditional model just IBM used before, and it supposed like a barrier for the development of IBM.
Thank you, Mr. Ken. Actually, we just listened to very interesting points about the internet and external change agent. We have a question from our audience for Ramji. He said, could you share some important points that can be used, can be very useful for the change agents, internal culture change, for 3 of you?
In my view, I think the important point is a compelling positive vision. If the current culture does not adequately support to achieve the specific objective, it has to be changed. And the role of agent is have to make sure there is a clear vision and really understanding the reason to change. And the second one could be formal training. Culture is about the way we are doing around the organization. So if we are trying to introduce new practice, formal training will be needed to learn new way of thinking, new attitude, and new skill.
Yes, I totally agree with Mr. Ken points. I wanted to share some points of my views. The first point is involvement of the followers. As a change agent, if you want to change the culture, you have to put yourself in the shoes of the person who needs to change. So you can do this by involving them with as much as possible. The second point is the consistent system and structures. This is a very important point, and the important elements of the culture change is ensuring that your reward, your discipline systems, and organizational structures are consistent with a new way of thinking and new way of the working. That's my view. Yeah.
Once again, today we have a chance to sit together and discuss about the experience of the change agents, particularly in the internal and external. It was very helpful. Thank you guys. Actually, as a summary for our show, both internal and external change agent have advantages and disadvantages. We have to consider before taking an action. For example, the pros of using the internal change is that they have a better knowledge and understanding of operating in the company. So the strategies given will be fitted to the company. However, the cons is that sometimes the change process might be interrupted due to a conflict with personal interest in the company. That might not be the problem when using with the external change agents because they are outsiders and have objective view about the economy. However, using external change agent will require time to do the diagnosis, so the change process will not be carried out immediately. Additionally, using external change agents will cost the company budget compared to internal agents. Finally, it's difficult to say which one will be better. It will depend on the situation, as Mr. Miu said. I think this will be the end of the show for today. Huge privilege and pleasure to have you guys here. Can I have a big round of applause for all those gentlemen? Thank you. Thanks for coming, all the audience too. I hope you all have a nice day. Thank you.